So what happened to, because we talked about the Nubians being the ones who built this. Where did all of this brilliance go?
Yes.
That's because we're looking at it now.
Our history, consisting of three main glorious periods, like Old Kingdom, the age of the building the pyramids, like 2700 before Christ, and then the pyramids builder, the time of then Egypt decline, and then starting again we have the Middle Kingdom.
Why did it decline?
Because of political reason, king, he ruled Egypt for a long time, he was like weak character, and then he didn't had enough power to rule the country, then the kingdom declined.
Was that around the time with Mansa Musa?
No,
That was a different time.
This is like in the beginning, like
before
2700, and then the Middle Kingdom, like 2000 before Christ, and also Egypt in good time, and then the Middle Kingdom ended by groups of Asians came from Asia, we called Hyksos. They invaded Egypt.
So the Asians were here.
Asians.
Because there was no Suez Canal to
Yes,
divide anything.
they
could
came
just
from
run.
Suez Canal.
Because there was no Suez Canal.
No.
Right.
This is before.
Right.
They came from
They just came across.
Yes, crossing from the north, and they conquered the north. And then they stayed in Egypt, those who Hyksos people, for 200 years. And then we had like king, his name Ahmose. This is the king. He decided to preparing big strong army, and he attacked them, and he drove them out of Egypt.
And so
and he started the new kingdom time, 1500 BC.
I guess the question is, where are the people who knew how to build this with such precision, with the limestones cut perfectly?
Yes.
I mean, when I was down at the Sphinx and I was in that area, you could look. I put the camera in and I could look.
Yeah.
So where are those artisans, architects, engineers? Where are they? Because somebody has to know how all of this was put together. I mean,
we some people, some Egyptologists, they say those they finished, they disappeared.
They just disappeared.
They disappeared because, of course, they have some advanced technology. Because to make these things,
that's what I'm
with
saying.
very simple tools like wooden
Chips
mallets,
and
chisel, bronze, and they did, and it's impossible. And so they had some advanced technology, I think. So we don't know what technology they had, but we have their monuments.
I was about to say, you have the evidence. The evidence is very plain.
We have very hard stone granite. It's no way to cut the granite. You have to use laser.
That's what I'm saying.
Or diamond
something,
head.
Yes.
And we invented diamond just 700 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
We found diamond. Before that, we had just in ancient time, we have just bronze tools and copper tools, and this doesn't match.
But that's what I'm saying. There's more to this story, and it leads to more and more questions.
There is nothing. We didn't found it till now. There is some mystery things we didn't know, but maybe next we will find.
Because I'm looking at what they took out of King Tut's tomb.
Yes.
And that gold and the
gold.
This is unlike anything.
This is you have someone. They had, I think, something advanced. I mean, they had something to cut this, to make these things, and then even after the ancient Egyptian period time, like ended with Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, he made the end of the Egyptian time, pharaonic time.
Okay.
And then the Greek came to Egypt.
Okay, the Greeks.
Like 350 or 330 before Christ.
Okay.
Even in the Greek time, like modern history, like after 2000 years of the ancient Egyptian civilization, we didn't find anything like very massive or very precious like what we had in the
That's what I'm saying.
All the kingdom.
That's what I'm saying. That this has stood the test of time, and I'm wondering where those people are.
The Greeks, they made obelisks, but very poor one. I mean, it's not, made out of sandstone.
Yeah.
Any boy he can, but not like massive one or
No,
precious
still,
one
yeah,
like
yeah.
like in ancient time. This is what we.
So
So
there are
I
more and
think
more
these people,
questions.
the Nubians, they came, they do everything, and then disappeared.
That
And
particular,
they took their secret, they took their technology, and then
I'm gonna need to go talk to the Nubians, because aren't there, isn't there like a tribe, a Nubian
now
tribe?
Nubians, we are going to visit Aswan.
Oh, we are.
We will see the Nubians there.
Okay.
The in Aswan, this is the, in my opinion, original of the all Africa.
So yeah, yeah.
Nubians is the
That is who, and
yes,
we're gonna go see them.
of course.
All right.
We are going
I'm
to
gonna
see.
ask the questions too.
Open up your eyes and see all the fun and mystery. Take an African adventure with Darren and Destiny. From the mountains to the shore, so many things to explore. Take an African adventure with Darren and Destiny.
The Adventures of Darren and Destiny. And Darren and Destiny are twin brother and sister, and you go on their adventures throughout the African diaspora, meaning so African diaspora destinations, primarily focused in Africa, but we go to South America, we're going to go to the Caribbean. Their first book is going to take you to Ghana, and then we're going to go on a safari, and from there we're going to go to Ethiopia, and then we go to Salvador, Brazil. And what the goal is to be able to inspire curiosity in the continent of Africa, in our children from a very young age, and to really tell a more accurate story. Most of our children are exposed to negative images, late night infomercials about how bad things are, everybody's sick, everybody's poor, everyone's uneducated, but that's simply not true. So what Darren and Destiny and their family do is they go to different African destinations. They are learning about these different places. You're beginning to see positive images, but still telling the truth. I mean, that's the important thing, to tell the truth about some of the things that have occurred. But it's all done on a children's level so they begin to understand it. And it begins to pique their curiosity. They begin to learn more. And hopefully one day they will want to explore and visit the continent of Africa and its many countries. There's just so much that Darren and Destiny are able to do, and as they're doing it, it's like they begin to open the minds of a new generation, and they don't get bombarded and indoctrinated with negativity. They're actually able to see positivity and inspiring images and messages about the African diaspora, as well as those who are still indigenous to the continent of Africa, and they begin to learn more and just see things differently. So I'm excited about introducing the Adventures of Darren and Destiny.